Hi viewers, Andrew here and welcome to a Blu-ray update. I've done a few orders over the past 2 to 3 weeks and everything's arrived. I've decided there's a fair ton of stuff, so I'm going to do it in 2 separate parts. One for the Amazon UK and one for Amazon US. So starting with the Amazon UK order, I picked up the following. The first one is The Proposition starring Guy Pearce. This is an Australian Western. I'm finding the Western genre, it's a new genre for me, and I'm finding it to be really enjoyable, and I'm sort of leaning towards more the modern Westerns than some of the older stuff, and I've heard this is very, very good, so definitely looking forward to getting into this one. Next is one that I'll probably sit down and watch later today. I'm really excited for it. It's Cinema Paradiso. I've been wanting this one for quite a while, but the price has sort of fluctuated a bit, but it was at a reasonable price, so I grabbed it. This is an Italian film about a boy growing up and his love for cinema, and I'm sure all of us can relate to that. Well, the movie community here on YouTube can anyway, so definitely looking forward to getting into this one. I've heard it's very good. Next up is one of my favourite sci-fi films from recent years, and that is the 2009 version of Star Trek. Now, I've never really gotten into the Star Trek franchise. It's not because I haven't wanted to, it's just because I've never really grown up watching it, and it's one hell of a series to get into. I mean, it's a series that I'm interested in, but I just honestly don't think I've got the time to invest to go right back from the beginning of it. But this is a really, really good modern take on the series, and it comes in a nice slipcase. Well, not really, the slipcase isn't really nice itself, but because I do not care for the cover art at all, but you've got the 2 characters' faces on the actual Blu-ray case, which is nice. But yeah, this is a great addition to the series. It's a modern take on Star Trek basically, and I really, really like it. Very good. Next up is another sci-fi film that I've been wanting to get for a while, and it's George Lucas's THX 1138. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm a huge fan of his work with Star Wars, and I've wanting to go back and see some of his earlier work, and I believe this was his first I'm not too sure if this was his first feature film or not, but it was his first sci-fi film, and I've heard it's really, really good. So that's THX 1138. Next up is 50s classic Forbidden Planet. I've heard really, really good things about this film. A lot of people on YouTube have mentioned it numerous times in their updates, recommended it and such, and I've heard it's one of the best old school sci-fis, so that's Forbidden Planet. Next up we have Earth vs. the Flying Saucers. The order actually arrived in multiple parts, and this one came on its own. It was one of the first to arrive earlier last week, so I put it in, and it's good. I really enjoyed it. Of course, the effects are pretty dated, but that's to be expected. But I enjoyed it. I watched the colour version. There's 2 versions, colour version and black and white. I watched the colour version, and the restoration into colour looked really, really good. The Blu-ray transfer's really, really good for the time this came out, especially the characters. They look really, really good in HD. The effects are pretty good for its time, and it's interesting to go back and watch some of the older sci-fi films to see where the genres come over the years. So that's Earth vs. the Flying Saucers, and I love the cover art. And the last pickup is another sci-fi. I've heard this is a must-own classic, and that is the original The Day the Earth Stood Still. Now, I watched the remake with Keanu Reeves, and I wasn't a fan at all, but I've heard this one's much better. I've heard that from a lot of people that hate the remake but love this film. So, yeah, I've heard this is definitely one of the best sci-fi's from the 50s, I believe. Yeah, 1951. So definitely looking forward to giving this one a shot. I've heard the Blu-ray release is excellent, and it's stacked with a ton of special features, so definitely looking forward to giving this one a watch. Well, that's it for this Amazon UK Blu-ray update. I appreciate all my subscribers and viewers. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. My sub count's increased. I believe I'm up to around the 68 subscriber mark, so thank you so much for that. If you've seen any of the films, please rate, comment and subscribe below. And until next time, thanks a lot for watching.